Mr. Blumenfield from the 3rd District.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I called this item special, and I'm going to bring some folks to the table for this item in a minute because this is a big deal, colleagues. This item, I believe, is going to be transformative for the city of Los Angeles. We're talking about an item, that has the potential to bring in $4 to $6 billion worth of investment into the city of Los Angeles. Something that will help bridge the widening gap between the haves and the have-nots that has been plaguing our city and our country. This item is something that can help address that, particularly the digital divide. This is an item that is going to create opportunity for many Angelenos and is going to be transformative, and I wanted to call it special. What it is, it's CityLinkLA. It's an RFP. It's a request for participants. Well, it normally doesn't seem like a big deal to bring forward a request for proposal or request for participants. This one is. It's an ambitious ask, unlike the city has done, to my knowledge, ever. It is something that is not just done, without a lot of thought. I brought this initiative back almost 2 years ago when I was first elected. One of my highest priorities for the city of Los Angeles is to see that we move into the 21st century, that we become the most connected city in the nation, and that is a way that we can thrive. So we brought forward, all of you unanimously signed on to a motion almost 2 years ago to develop this RFP. And over the course of these years, we've done quite a bit, and I want to give a lot of commendations to ITA, to all of the folks, CAO, who have helped make this happen over that time. It's not just been about going in a vacuum and researching it. We did an RFI, which is a request for information, where we ask for vendors to come forward and give us their information. We've put together stakeholder groups, business groups, and over the course of these years have developed an RFP that is different than any other city has tried. Other cities have tried to put municipal broadband together with various degrees of success. Some have ended up spending a lot of money and then been left with a lot of legacy hardware. This is a unique way to take on broadband throughout this city because it's asking for a partnership with the private sector, whereby the private sector would come in and invest, and in exchange we would provide certain public assets. And for those public assets, we expect certain things in return. What do we expect in return? We expect connectivity for every home and business in Los Angeles. Gigabit or more service to every home or business in Los Angeles. That is a super speed that will make us competitive. We have lost a lot of business in this city because people have left this city because we don't have that kind of digital infrastructure. Just as our physical infrastructure is important for quality of life and movement of goods and business, our digital infrastructure is equally important to make us competitive in the future. And our digital divide is unconscionable where we have it now. Over 30% of Angelenos don't have access to broadband internet. That means students aren't able to keep competitive and do their homework. That means folks who want to apply for a job don't have that kind of access. This proposal will help bridge that digital divide because it requires an element of free. It requires free wireless access at basic speeds throughout this city, as well as targeted wired discounted service. So this will be a game changer for this city.
Championed by our Councilmember Blumenfield, fellow council members, and our Mayor Eric Garcetti. CityLinkLA is a city-led initiative to bring both ultra-high-speed internet as well as free basic internet to residents and businesses in Los Angeles. Unlike a typical city request for proposal, as the council member was mentioning, where we publish our needs and we pay a vendor for services, this is a request for participants, where we itemize our goals, we list our incentives, and we solicit from a large universe of potential proposals.
As you may all know, according to the U.S. Census, about 25% of the U.S. population or households are offline. And specifically in California, and more specifically in Los Angeles, about 30% of households are unconnected. That is huge, and that is very unacceptable. The number one reason is cost. We all know it's extremely expensive when we get package deals through our cable companies as well as our wireless companies. And cost should never be a reason why Angelenos don't have access to opportunities and as a result excel. And this is why, as I mentioned, we are extremely excited to be a part of this project and more excited that CityLinkLA is a true public-private partnership that will ensure it's eliminating the digital divide.
And we're leveraging that to create a $4 to $6 billion investment in our communities in our future to make us the 21st century city that we can be, that we need to be, that we deserve to be, and that we will be with this proposal. And with that, I ask for your aye vote.
Good work, Mr. Blumenfield. Okay, members, let's prepare to vote. Mr. Clerk, open up the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
13 ayes.
Okay, that is approved.